messing around with them thumbnails and everything whatnot. What's up? What's up? What's up? Party people. What y'all doing out there in YouTube world? Y'all know y'all great and y'all love to rate. Oh, let me take some of this stuff off. 'Cause for real, I'm hot as heck. Is anybody up with me? How y'all morning going? Let's see if we get some people in here. Hello, welcome to the live. You see the topic. I want to know, have y'all heard about what's going on with these hotels? These hotels are being exposed. And while they've been keeping us distracted all over here, all over there, they've been sweeping this under the rug, keeping this hush hush and trying to keep it quiet. But it's been multiple reports come out about these hotels. It's even something going viral on TikTok right now. They talking about don't take your kids to these hotels. But it's a little too late for that. Yeah, it's probably some that's still working in the industry, but a lot of them have been caught. They finding kids in these hotels, y'all. They finding cameras, of course. I always thought that, it's cameras in there. What's up? I'm True Skills. Good morning. What you doing this morning? Thanks for hitting that like button. But yes, we've all been distracted. And like, even though the Montgomery thing was going on, in the back of my mind, I kind of felt like that was a distraction. What's up, Demon Time DJ? Good morning to you. You said you don't see the Holiday Inn on the list. I thought I seen the Holiday Inn on the list. I started to post the list as my the little thumbnail. But yeah, it's a couple of names on the list. And they are major hotels, y'all. And they being sued right now. It's a lawsuit against them. And I can't believe that this is not in the mainstream media. I'm every day, with each passing day, I'm starting to see more and more and more why they want to get rid of TikTok. Because this shit not even making it to YouTube. YouTube is able to suppress it, but TikTok, they telling everything over there on TikTok. They wasn't talking about the aliens in Peru. They wasn't talking about the beam that hit Maui. On TikTok, they keeping it real. And in real time. That's why they want to get rid of TikTok. It's too much information being spreaded too fast. And on TikTok, they have been exposing about the hotel chains. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button. Grand Rising Coffee Time. Worldwide Coffee Time. Don't forget to hit that like button. But yeah, on TikTok, like, we have been seeing videos of people finding cameras and the hotel people trying to unlatch people doors, trying to unhook their doors. Super 8, Motel 6, Hilton. Yeah, the Hilton, like, that's crazy. Y'all, do y'all know how many hotel parties I done threw for my kids? Like, it's wild. You know how many? What's so crazy is, look, where was we at? Was we in Detroit? Might have been in Detroit not too long ago. Maybe it might have even been like last year, or it was like earlier this spring. I was in Detroit, and we had got a room, and I want to say we was at where was we? We was at some kind of Marriott, Courtyard Marriott, something. We was at something. It was the only room in the area that had a pool. So we ended up staying right there. It wasn't Detroit. It was like somewhere like in the outskirts. But anywho, we up there with the kids, we got the kids or whatever, and the kids want to go swim, got the older kids and the younger kids, and we was all on the same floor as the pool. So it was the second where I left the pool and their dad went to the pool, like, and I would have to take the baby from the pool, and he had to come and meet the kids in the pool. So like the kids, in which the kids are like 10, 11, the kids was in the pool, they was in the pool area by themselves. However, when he got back to the pool area, he said it was like some, and not to be like racist or anything like that, we all inclusive over here, but it was like some salute, what's up, big ass man. It was like some Hispanic men in there. He was like in, like they was trying to play with the kids, like they had the ball, they was trying to, and he was like, y'all come over here or whatever. And then like when he ended up taking the kids from the pool and bringing them back to the room or whatever. And I was in the room. He ended up leaving or whatever. So he ended up calling me, and he tell me like, hey, when I just left out the room, it was like dude from the pool was sitting in the hallway on the floor. Like, I don't know, it was just weird. Like, so this like Hispanic dude, he's just sitting out in the hallway outside our room. We don't know where his room is. We don't know if he done followed us from the pool. We don't know if he think or what's going on. But like that was a very eerie experience that I had at a hotel. And it's crazy because like it's just crazy like being around people who speak a different language, because like we human nature is like you just don't assume that people paying attention to you, but these people were paying a lot of attention to us. Like they literally, like I'm not gonna say they followed us to our room, but everywhere we ended up, they ended up, and they weren't even speaking to us, the adults. They were like interacting with the kids. You get what I'm saying? It was really weird. It was really awkward, and I made sure not to let my kids go get ice or go to a vending machine. Nothing. We all going together. Like it was wild. So no, I know like some of these places, some of these hotels really eerie, and when you got to think about the dang, what's the girl? I don't know. What's the girl name? Could be human trafficking. No, I thought it was something. I thought they was. Listen, I thought a few things. Because why was he sitting outside my hotel room after just being told, it's not necessarily that he told him to quit talking to the kids, but in the way he told them to quit talking to the kids, he told the kids, come on, quit talking to them grown ass men. You get what I'm saying? And now y'all coming, y'all sitting outside the room where the kids was at that y'all was just asking at the. It was weird. But what's the girl name? I don't know why, cause it was the girl in Mexico. Was that was Shanquilla Robinson? What was the girl name in Chicago? Forgive me, cause y'all, I followed that thing religiously. Who had went missing at the in Rosemont? Y'all, why I can't think of her name. Did it start with a K? What was that girl name who went missing at the hotel in Rosemont? I cannot think of her name right now. Kanika. I knew it started with a K. Yes, Kanika Jenkins. Like it just bring all of this full circle, y'all. This has been going on for a very long time, and it's so easy for them to do. People just assume like maybe her friends was in on it. I ain't gonna lie, like the fact that her friends was working there, like that is kind of odd. Yes, Kanika Jenkins, that is kind of odd. They may have had more insight about the situation than they let on, but like it's a lot of just these hotels. They be having these for good morning 702. They be having all of these. Don't forget to like the live, y'all. They be having all of these. I'm not trying to be funny, but immigrants and stuff in these hotels, and who knows, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what's really going on? They might just be over here for that specific purpose. Hello, Don play. What you say, New Amsterdam, we just, but yeah, they might just be over here just for that intended purposes. And I hate to sound like cause I'm not. It's never, no hating thing, no discrimination thing, nothing like that. But like it's just a little eerie that you see all these people in all these places and these people is going missing. And what's so crazy is I bet like it probably come out, or it may never come out. A lot of these people is probably in these immigrants hometowns, birth towns and shit. Like shit, a lot of these people probably in fucking overseas somewhere. Yeah, they trying to make them so they can not so that they could take our position, but so they can give us a even lower. They still gonna want them above us. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for saying I'm beautiful. I'm sure you're a beautiful person as well. But what do you think about these hotels? How it's been coming out about these hotels participating in human trafficking in large numbers. Now I feel like we need to know who own these hotels. So we supposed to assume that these are just the individual hotels that's doing this on their own. You get what I'm saying? Like, who's behind this? Who's behind all of this? And how could they be getting away with it for so long? How do they know who to take? Like, how do they figure it out? Like, what do they do? You got to think, you give these people your information, you give them your license, your credit card, they probably running all type of shit, you know what I'm saying, figuring out who you is, going on your social media, looking at your license plate, oh, you out of town, oh, you got a rental car, oh, you by yourself, oh, it's just you and the kids. You get what I'm saying? You got to think, all these women be having these birthday parties, all these kids birthday parties at hotels. Yep, it's about status, and the hotels been behind that. That's what most of them known for trafficking. They just kept it quiet. They kept it quiet a long time. But the thing is, don't forget to like the live if y'all just joining. But the thing is, it's not just them keeping it quiet. For real, Kanika Jenkins case blew the lid off of all of it. Like this is like a never ending nightmare for them, I'm sure, because it's like it just keep coming back. They just keep getting exposed. But what the Kanika Jenkins case showed was how all of them was working together, from the hotel to the police to the morgue to the goddamn what they call it, the EMS. The everybody was working together. You said they just found small spy cameras in the hotel up here watching the women. Where you at, big gas man? You told me you say you was in Texas. Where you at again, and which hotel was that? Yeah, and that's what they listen. They probably doing more than just watch. That's probably how they picking their victims. They got these small cameras. They watching. They probably see bitches in there getting high. You know what I'm saying? It's probably they probably see bitches tricking, all type of stuff. In Charlotte, okay, in Charlotte, see, yeah, in Charlotte is a big city, but they probably paying attention to like the activity that's going on in your room and stuff, how much you frequent, like, cause I know that I'm sure they not just going after any and everybody, you know, like it's crazy. And then the police coming, and then the police acting all dumb and shit. Like, think about the Kanika Jenkins thing. They taking forever to come. They taking forever to move. They lightweight, giving the people more room to move around. How the fuck you lose people in the hotel? You get what I'm saying? They got secret motherfucking doors, trap floors, underground tunnels. That's how you lose people in hotels. How do you lose a person in a hotel? Then they got Kanika walking to the freezer. She probably had went to that freezer earlier. She probably already knew them people. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but they said that they was making a lot of moves and they was tricking. For real, they have been tricking. Allegedly. But Irene and Monifa definitely give me, you know, that's exactly why I don't go to hotels, especially parties. No, for real. Y'all, the scariest thing though is think about all these kids' birthday parties. Like, it's been a thing to have, like, in a black community especially, it's a thing to have your kid party at a hotel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's because black people couldn't always afford hotels or what, but like a lot of people take their kids to the hotel to go swimming for their birthday. And it's crazy. Like, I'm sure if they go back and they review a lot of these stories, like, I don't know why the thought of kids drowning keep coming to my mind. Like, they probably lie about a lot of the stuff that happens, y'all, and it all be the underplay for the overplay. We just talking about human trafficking. You got to think about organ harvesting. You got to think about all of that could possibly be going on. So these hotels, they seem to be directly linked to like the black market. Because if you stealing people, where you gonna sell them at? Who you selling them to? You ain't leaving no paper trail. You ain't calling nobody's phone. You get what I'm saying? And Bitcoin and all that shit, like all the like this is real big business going on underneath, right under our nose. Real big business going on right under our nose. What you say? Yes, organ harvesting is real. That's why when I go to the hospital, I make my mom come with me. I don't trust these goddamn hospitals. I know everything. They try to make it seem like taboo, like, oh, well, you get what I'm saying? Like, black people just be tripping. But no, y'all, we don't just be tripping. Every way we feel about a place, we got a right to feel that way. Whether it's a motherfucking hospital or whatever. Like, they didn't gave us reason to not trust them. But this with these hotels is just blowing my mind because they doing this stuff in plain sight. They doing it right in plain sight. Like how they say, like CPS is kidnapping a lot of these kids. Like y'all, it's like really like everything is really an illusion. Like all these major companies, all these major programs and for kids and shit. Even the furniture companies, what didn't it just come out a couple years ago about Wayfair? Like, and shout out to Goldie, Boss Moves Tarot. She was just saying like it was something on Walmart. Walmart was selling some shoes for like $5,000. Like all of that is just a front for trafficking. They doing it right in front of our motherfucking face. We be seeing all these big semis passing and shit with all these big company logos on them. And they probably be full of fucking people. These people they're protected. They can don't let your black ass even think about it or even speak about it, or they're gonna have a Rico on your ass so fast. But they protect their people like they all working together, like the city of Rosemont, like the mayor is cousins with the police chief and working with the people at you get what I'm saying? Like they not gonna tell on each other. They gonna tell on you. Yeah. We definitely he said, who is that? Hello No Face said we never gonna be free if we don't start standing up for ourselves. I think this is the beginning of us standing up for ourselves. We going into the age of Aquarius. The energy is already here. You know, we can't, it's so much in our face now. Like things are literally just like in our face. Like like it's not too much that we can deny. So I feel like in a way we're being forced to stand up for ourselves because we can't continue to make an excuse anymore. We being forced to see the stuff about the hotels. We being forced to see like everything, the stuff about the aliens, the stuff about Hawaii, the stuff about Canada not making sense. Like as much money and time and effort they put into this shit making sense, it still ain't hitting right. You get what I'm saying? Like it still ain't been making sense. And that's because the energy that we in right now, they can't lie to us. They trying their best, but they can't fucking lie. Right. The best way to hide something is in plain sight. That's crazy. They being kidnapped a person, took them to a whole nother country and had them working in a hotel. Like, well, how we know that these people working in the hotels, like these immigrants and stuff, like how you go to a hotel and nobody speak English? Like, what if they was human trafficked from somewhere else and sent to work? Like, I don't know. But you got to think they not just trafficking people for sex. Like, yeah, I'm sure human trafficking or sex trafficking makes some money. Yeah, you can have some hoes here and there, but organ trafficking make more money. They gonna want some organs. They probably listen. Slave work, free labor is a thing. All of these elements play into it as well. We can't ignore those. Like some of these people is still walking around. Some of these people is probably working at jobs and everything. You know, like it's wild. Like when you really dig into like what sex trafficking really is, then you'll be like, damn, like I know a lot of bitches who done been sex trafficked. You assume that's just somebody taking you and putting your ass on the track somewhere, but it's not. And a lot of these young bitches y'all know is being sex trafficked and by other bitches. I don't know how smoking pot makes me young, but cuz I know 50, 60, 70 year olds who smoke pot, like literally, whether for health reasons or for, spiritual reasons, or just to relax. But I'm old enough. How old are you, YouTube Grim Reaper? I'm probably older than you. Tell me how old you are and I'll tell you if I'm older or younger. And while we on the subject, what do you think about these hotels getting caught in trafficking? What's up, AZ King? Don't forget to like the live. I haven't seen y'all names in here, so y'all must be new. Don't forget to like the live. Oh yeah, I'm older than you, honey. 10 years older than you. So yes, very mature. Now, have you heard the news about the hotels being accused of sex trafficking or human trafficking? They saying that they finding kids under the floor panels. They saying that all these hotel rooms are connected. Good morning, Insane Big J. Good morning. Yep, yep, yep. You said you in the trees. What? But yeah, they saying like they go under and all these rooms are connected. They can get into any room they want to get into. Think about, have y'all ever had stuff come up missing out y'all room, or not even know it was missing till you get home and you'll be like, where my shit at? Where's my, like, I had that happen to me in the hospital. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody stole my ring out the drawer when I went into labor. You say you got a homegirl who been caught up in human trafficking and the human trafficking plot before. What you mean by the human trafficking plot? And YouTube Grim Reaper, what's the youngest and oldest I'll date? And AZ King said, not surprised. Hey, YouTube Grim Reaper, I'm flattered by the conversation, but I'm really not trying to get into no conversation about myself. I just really want to talk about these hotels. Yeah, I want to talk about these hotels and human trafficking. So what do you think about that, and how do you think this revelation correlates to what we knew about Kanika Jenkins, what we knew to happen with Kanika Jenkins and her whole situation? I was saying earlier how I feel like Kanika Jenkins was really like the preface. It showed us like, okay, now it's coming out that all these hotels is involved, but the Kanika Jenkins case really showed us the inner workings and how they do it, how they are able to cover it up, how they hold your people off so they can clean up and come up with a cover up and all type of stuff. How they gaslight your family, how they even try to make it seem like you did something wrong, or like even you could be the missing or the dead person and they'll still try to make it seem like you did something wrong. How they'll alter footage, like, cause y'all, when that back then, like, you know what I'm saying, like altering footage was a thing, but now it's a thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, now we got AI, we could, and deep fake and all this stuff, like they could really really do it now. What you say, big ass man? They always steal from me when I go to the hospital. Yeah, I've had, yeah, some nurses. Listen, my mom asked one of the bitches, was she high? Like, the nurse was like acting really weird. Like, she was trying to put mind you, everybody in my family then went to nursing school or was an STNA or something. So my mom, she be on that shit. So like, she was trying to put my blood pressure cuff on the same arm that I had my IV in, and my mom was like, that don't make sense. And the lady, y'all, she even asked my friend, like, I have a dark skinned friend, and she's really really pretty, but she asked her like something along the lines like, why are you so dark? She like, you so pretty, you so dark. Like, it was just really really weird. We definitely asked for another nurse. um you said they be using the hotel people that clean up to do their picking for them. They wait till you leave the room and go in all your personal belongings to get your information, to know who you are. I could see that too. Listen, they probably not even snatching people from the hotels, because you got to think about it. If they just snatch somebody up from the hotel, like, it's going to be so much that comes with that. People going to be coming to the police at the hotel all the time. They probably following these people home. They don't even got to go through your room and go through your stuff. You give your ID at the counter. They can look you up on Facebook. They can look you up on Instagram, see what you got going on, feel you out. They already got cameras in the room, see what you got going on. You get what I'm saying? And they going after like who they feel is like degenerate people who won't be missed, who already probably living a secular lifestyle, who probably already doing, drugs or tricking or, different shit like that. They go and snatch them up off the streets. They not snatching them out the hotels, y'all. They following them. They tagging them. You heard about the people putting zip ties on female cars to signal that they are alone so they could get kidnapped? Yep, I definitely heard about that. The zip ties, and they were saying that the people was putting tissue in your door, or people like they would break some glass around your tire, and just all type of stuff. And hell yeah. Just like how just like how they do the zip ties. They tag you. They probably getting the zip ties on their shit from the hotels. And then they go and snatch your ass and bring you back to the hotels. The hotels is probably just like a holding place. You get what I'm saying? They probably just holding the people under the hotels. And then the ones who they feel like who are willing to sex traffic, or who they feel like is low risk, who they could sex traffic, they'll probably send them up to do their bidding. But they probably just holding the people there. Like they go and they snatch them off the street and bring them back to the hotel. They probably got all kind of different types of interests and all type of shit, like going to the underground, like not even going through like a back entrance. Who fucking knows? You said where you live at, human trafficking the problem. And that where I live at is the problem. I told you I'm in Ohio. I think they said Ohio is like top 5 in fucking trafficking and sex trafficking. They say Ohio because like all of the major expressways pass through Ohio, so it's easy to just snatch a bitch and get gone and be gone. Grand Rising forever, Danielle. Forever Danielle. Y'all say what's up to my girl Danielle. I had wrote you back and put my email. I haven't seen the email from you. But leave yours just in case, and then I'll email you. But what do you think about these hotels being sued for human trafficking? They finding cameras, they finding trap doors and hidden compartments and trap floors and all of the rooms. They have access to all of the rooms from underground so they can get into your room without being seen. Like, okay, let me screenshot this. Okay, I got it. So, what do you think about that? Like, I think it's definitely real. Like, even with Kanika, like, y'all, we don't know what happened. They probably came up through that floor, grabbed her. Like, where's the footage of her being in the hallway by herself and just walking off? When remember they said that they was all in the hallway, and then they left her, and then or some shit like that. Like, where's that footage of her walking off? All we see is her wandering down the hallway. They probably took her out the goddamn room through the trap door, drugged her, and then let her out in one of the rooms just so she can wander around so they can get her on camera long enough to say that she walked into a freezer. You say you think it's about time because we've been knowing that. We have been knowing it for a while. But even though we know, you know what I'm saying, we didn't know. No. Like, it was no way. It was like, well, how are they doing it? Well, shit, now it makes complete sense. They got all kind of trick doors and trap floors. That's how they doing it. And it's sad and it's crazy, y'all. And I feel bad for these babies. And, like, I can't imagine. I have so many questions because where do the people that they found, the people that went missing, where are they from? Are they, you get what I'm saying? Like, were people looking for them? Were they even missing? Did they just disappear? Were they runaways? Like, what happened? That's the part that bothers me. Like, when it finally goes down, and this is a lawsuit, but where's the criminal charges? And when it finally go down, are we gonna hear like, oh, all the missing black women? You know how they said, well, y'all probably don't know. They said 27 kids went missing in Ohio in a 2-week span. 27 kids went missing in Cleveland. I think it was either Cleveland or Columbus. 27 kids went missing and within 2 weeks, 27 kids. 27 kids. It was around the same time as the submarine. 27 kids went missing at the same time. So as we gonna hear like, oh, all the 27 kids, we found 10 of them at the hotel. Like, where did they find all these people? How are all these people going missing, and why are we not hearing about people going missing in abundance? Like, how is all of this information being suppressed? Like, where I just don't understand how they even able to. But I do understand. Let's go back to Kanika Jenkins, to the Rosemont thing. Look how they carried that story. Look how they went from, oh, we're going to find whoever did it, to, oh, she did it to herself. You get what I'm saying? It's no telling how they probably fake these people death. Who knows what lengths they willing to go to. Y'all know how much organs is worth? This bitch keep going up. Y'all know how much organs are worth on the black market? This is terrible. This is terrible. Like somebody said earlier, they hide all this stuff in plain sight. So that make me think about schools, churches, wherever they ask people to come in abundance. Yeah. Wherever they asking people to gather in abundance, wherever outreach programs, summer school programs, summer programs, sports, youth sports programs, anything, any kind of outreach program or anything like that, Bible study, anywhere they asking you to bring your kid and drop your kid off, y'all, I feel, I don't trust. I'm not trusting. Shit, these major department stores, they be looking funny to me. Like, you going Walmart all big as fuck for no reason. Like, what the fuck they doing under Walmart? That's all still prime real estate. That's all free land. They ain't just storing shit in the back. What the fuck they doing in the basement? I look for my lip gloss. But yeah, y'all, like, we just gotta open our eyes and start being real about the shit that's going on. It's easy to deny this shit, because if you deny it, you don't got to do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to get loud. You don't got to fuss. But this shit ain't right. Not our babies, y'all. Not our women and children. Not our men. Not our men. We can't continue to go for it. And where we at right now in the energy, like I said, stepping into this age of Aquarius, life not gonna let us go for it. Life is forcing us to see it. It's forcing us to make a move. Because if we don't stand up for ourselves, then shit's just gonna get worse. You know? So yes, Danielle, I agree with you. I think it's about time too. Now it seems like everybody is like coming into awareness, like slowly but surely. Like, now everybody is like, eyes are just opening. Don't forget to hit the like button if y'all just coming in, because I know people been coming in and leaving, coming in and leaving. And then, like, for Hilton to be one of the names, you get what I'm saying? Like, let's tie this back into the music. I mean, not the music, the entertainment industry. Who owns all these major hotel chains? Like, you know how when you go back to, like, not real estate, but like medicine and cars, and like you really run into like all the same people. Like, these it's like a couple of established names, like I don't know, whatever. But it's the same for hotels. So like, our hotels a thing where like franchises where, you know, anybody can get the hotel name and it's just ran by random people. I refuse to believe that. Like, this is something major being orchestrated, whether it's under a franchise or not. Stop. Why are you, hey, all y'all stop. Gabe, don't touch him again. Don't touch him either. Keep y'all hands to yourself. They get on my nerves. But yeah, what was I saying? Like, yeah, And also, look, I'm sure that the major people in the hotel chains is somewhat interconnected with the major people in the entertainment industry, whether it be the goddamn music industry or the goddamn I guess just movies and TV and stuff. So that's where you're gonna get what your Epstein's, your wine, y'all. When we think about Epstein and them, and they taking all these kids to these private islands, where are they getting the kids from? Where are they getting these young women from? How are they finding them? These wasn't just aspiring models and actresses and singers. Some of them was snatched off the street. Some of them was tagged or zip tied or whatever you want to call it. Some of them may have been taken out of hotels. Some of them may have met someone at the hotel. What you say, Flavor? I'm True Skills. I'm really on top of the conspiracy. Listen, because God, it's just this shit just making it's. I could just see it clear as day. Like it's all connected. Like not looking at it from a ground a floor view. I'm not looking at it from here. Like I'm trying to see it from up here. I'm trying to see it from like a bird's eye view. I'm not looking at it from ground level. And it only would make sense for them to funnel the kids or the young ladies or whoever through all of these systems. Why everybody gotta go get kids on their own if that's what they doing is trying to get kids? So yeah, they all working together. They all the same. They all, I'm sure that they are all somehow like connected. That's who need to get the fucking Ricos. They throwing Ricos on. Well, fuck Trump right now. They throwing Ricos on YSL and Lil Durk and this one. These are small time criminals. These are small time motherfucking punks. Like they doing all of that to distract y'all, so ain't nobody in the uproar about this. This is where it's at. This is the bread. What they say, the meat and potatoes. Is this what they doing with these hotels? Like you got to think about it. All these like even like these street level traffickers. Who are they working for? Who are the top dogs? Who would be the top dogs? It would be like the people in the major hotels or in the music industry or whatever. They not snatching people up just for a nigga in the Middle East. You get what I'm saying? They not snatching people. I'm sure that happens too. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's a bigger. There's a bigger not bigger audience, but stop Malik. But you know that could really sell to more people, or they have more people buying. They can't look if they could really like. Oh my gosh, y'all! I can only imagine how this shit is really going down. Think about it. The Hiltons, do the Hiltons have any affiliation with like Weinstein or Epstein or anything like that? Cause y'all, I'm ready to get on fucking Google and connect some dots. Because where y'all getting these little girls from? And little boys. Like that's crazy. Like they probably track people or monitor people like in ways that we couldn't imagine. And what's crazy is some of these people parents probably be in on it. Like think about Aaliyah. Okay, let me see your backflip. Whoa. Like think about Aaliyah and who else? Who else? Aaliyah, and the other girls who was dealing with R. Kelly. What's their name? Damn, I can't think of them two girls' names who was dealing with him, and they was all on Gale and stuff. But anyway, like they was saying, their parents brought them to him. They was saying like they parents had made a deal or had sold them or signed them over. Like a lot of these parents be in on this stuff, y'all. They be grooming their kids. They be prepping their kids. Think about Ti coming out talking about his daughter's still a virgin, and who else came out and was saying something about their son? Like they talk about their kids in weird ways. Like Mike, you said Michael Jackson. Like yeah, like they start with these kids. They start with children. It's disgusting. And then the ones that can make them some money, those the ones that they are allowed to be in the industry. Otherwise, they probably just sex workers and just buying time until they chop them up for organ harvesting or something. Probably being forced to work in laundry or like, oh my God. I know I'm so dramatic, y'all, but like I could only fucking imagine. They probably got these people in third world countries and all type of stuff. Think about it, like when you got money, like these people got money. Like think about Oprah going to start a school in Africa and everything that came behind that. They said that bodies allegedly. Yeah, no, the car not on. The car is not on. They was saying like how they was finding like little girl body allegedly had floated up ashore like near Oprah goddamn school, or they found it in the water or something. And all of the stories of people accusing things about they wasn't necessarily accusing Oprah, but they was saying like shit was happening to them at Oprah's school. And Oprah was tied into a lot of questionable characters. What you say? Okay, I'm True Skills. Thank you for tapping in. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day at work. And yeah, y'all, like we just can't. We gotta open our eyes to what's really going on. We don't even gotta open our eyes no more. We don't even gotta pay attention. They literally just telling us. It's literally, it's like the goddamn laws of the universe have changed because it's just coming out. The funniest thing to me though, like when the stuff after the stuff about the aliens in Peru, how the news people came back and tried to say like they couldn't even tell they couldn't even look in the camera and tell a straight face lie. They just kept saying like, oh well, we think it's miners trying to steal gold and they're pretending to be aliens. They have on alien masks and they're slitting people's throats with jetpacks. God damn, like who y'all want us to think these people is? Not jetpacks. Not jetpacks. But think about it. They been showing us these people. Look, they must have already knew. Either they were prepping for this already. Let's play devil's advocate. If it is fake, either they was prepping for it already, or they had seen some shit and tried to reverse engineer some shit. Because look, they said these people had like jets from their feet. Now think about the videos on TikTok or the videos we've seen about them trying to use those like water machines, like those hydro machines that they have on their feet in the water so that they could like fly up in the water. What's those? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Let me know if y'all know what I'm talking about, if y'all ever seen one. Like they even, it's like a attraction where they give people rides and stuff like around the water, and it's connected to their feet. Somehow they suck up water and it shoots it out, and it gives them like a jetpack thing experience, but it's on their feet and they can control it. I'm not sure how I think they got like little sticks that can control it. It almost looks like, I don't know, like a freaking, I don't know what to call it. But that's almost sounds like what we hear about what's going on in Peru. So no, they probably been seeing these things. The fact that the Alien versus Predator movie even came out and they saying, oh, now they have a reference like, oh, the aliens look like something off of Alien versus Predator. Y'all been knew what they looked like. Y'all been talking about them in code, or I don't know if y'all just been trying to get us familiar with the idea of them, but y'all been knew they were here and probably been communicating, interacting, tracking, and been knew they was coming. But yeah, that's enough about the aliens. By the way, it was so long last night. It was finna turn morning and all the cars No, good. All right, go play. But yeah, so but these hotels, what's going on, like y'all, shit, the tide is changing and everything is being exposed, y'all. And I just hope that these people get justice, these families get justice. I hope that it they really get to the bottom of what's going on and see that it's these people at the top. It's not just these individual. What y'all think is these hotel managers? It's just they just got a backdoor scheme where they just trafficking people. Like, no, I definitely think if they not snatching people out the rooms, then they're taking note of your information. Like, oh, I had another experience near Detroit when me and my boyfriend, we was at the freaking hotel, and then he got a charge on his card to like Foot Locker. You get what I'm saying? So they definitely doing he and all we the only thing we had did was go to the hotel. That's the only place he had used his card. He gave the people his card, and then he had a $300 charge on Foot Locker that he had reversed, y'all. So, and I think that's wild. So these people, they probably copying your information. They probably looking you up. Probably doing a fucking background check, seeing where you live, and from there they could sit on you, they could watch you, they can plot, and they could take you if they want to. But y'all stay safe. Stay out these damn hotels. Shit, I don't even know if Airbnb's even any safer. Cause I always feel like somebody can just come pop the lock, but let's not talk about that right now. That's a different story for another day. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy y'all.